Western Union. Western Union. I had a fight with my baby. Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, Mama. You stay where you do. That's all right.
Tell me what you would have given to have been in the audience that night. I believe that was the afternoon show, the second show at Madison Square Gardens, the 4-date engagement at MSG. I would have. Welcome to my first episode of Elvis News, and we will be covering the auction from last weekend, September 4th, where there was 139 items of Elvis's sold. The GWS Auction's Artifacts of Hollywood and Music. There were 329 lots altogether, included items from Jimi Hendrix and Johnny Cash and a few others. We're going to review the top 12 items that were sold at that auction. There's one item in there that I have a little question about, and we're going to discuss when we get to it. But we all know that that was the big ticket of the day. The EYELET jumpsuit from Madison Square Gardens that sold for a record price for an Elvis jumpsuit. Now, if we take a look, that jumpsuit was only worn 5 times. Twice at Madison Square Gardens, once in Fort Worth, Texas, and then in September, he wore it at the Hilton, Las Vegas. Wore it twice. Never put it out the pasture afterwards. So somebody bought it, and that was what was sold at the estate sale. All these items were sold from an estate sale. They were not sold by Graceland. So we're going to discuss the items. We're going to start off with item number. Well, actually, we're going to start off with an item that I kind of liked. It's not in the top 12, but it was a curious item that I wish I had the money to have purchased because it'd be cool to have. But we're going to review the top 12, what they sold for, and we're going to look at some highlights regarding those items. So let's get started here. The first item here, let me get me out of that picture so I don't distract myself. First item was the Black Belt Award given to Elvis by Kang Ree for the 8th degree belt. It was given to him on September 16, 1974. Ed Parker had recommended that Elvis spend time with him, so he spent 4 years with him, known as the Golden Years, the King and Kang time. Kang Ree passed away in 2019, but this item went up for sale. There's a picture of the certificate. There's a few other little small items that come with it. There's a larger picture of the certificate, and it sold for $2,600 plus 20%. All these items have a 20% auctioneer's fee added to each item, and so this item would have been another $520 on top of it. So, cool item. Would have been nice if I had the money to get it. I would love to have had something like that. So anyways, item number 12. This is a personally owned Echo silk scarf. I searched everywhere for a picture to see Elvis wearing it so I could show it, but I didn't. But that'd be cool. Somebody had purchased from Graceland in 1978. It was in this estate sale that happened on Saturday, excuse me. It went for $4,250 plus 20%. Not a bad buy. Okay, item number 3 is a personally owned Bible acquired from Graceland with a COA, Certificate of Authenticity. And this Bible had been sent to him by a fan with a long note written inside of it. I'm going to put a link on the comments to the auction site. And what I've done is I have, when you get to the page of the auction site, it will only be the Elvis items, all in order of the most to the highest price to the least. So, and they have several other pictures in there of all these items. So it'd be really cool to review because they got many pictures. They show the note that was written in there. But for time factor, I couldn't really have time to show everything in here. So here's a close-up of the Bible. Elvis Aaron Presley embossed into the cover. Really in good shape. That sold for $9,000. Nice. Item let's see, this is item number 10. This is the sheet music from the 68 comeback special that was used by the orchestra for Hound Dog and Blue Suede Shoes. Pretty good shape. COA. And it sold for $12,000 for the sheet music. There's also a few other little items in there. And like I said, you get a chance, go to the website and check out all the other pictures. There's some really good pictures. Okay, item number 9. This is the one that I am going to question. So what we're going to do here is we're going to real quick see a short clip from Viva Las Vegas of Elvis wearing his racing helmet.
4, 3.
So, you saw the helmet. It was orange, with Lucky on the front and bold lightning bolts on the side. This is what they sold. Now, my question is, I took that movie and I went frame by frame in my iMovie program, and I could not find that helmet anywhere in the movie. Not on anybody's head, not on a shelf, not laying on the floor. Could not find it. So if anybody knows where this thing was worn, please let me know, because I could not find it. And whoever bought, and it does come with a certificate of authenticity from Billy Smith. And it sold for $19,000. So that's kind of a question in my mind, but I'm sure it's a legitimate helmet, but I didn't see it. It has the tag on it from the studio. So maybe it was just a backup helmet. He never wore it. But if you look at it, it's beat up. And why would you take the original one and repaint it anyway? What's the point? Makes it useless. Anyway, so that was item number 9. Let's go to number 8. This is a custom-made white leather eagle belt. It has brass eagles and some studs put into it. But pretty cool looking. I never couldn't find a picture of him wearing this, but I think that's really cool. And it sold for $20,000 plus another $4,000 on top of that. Nice ad. Looks great shape for 50 years, 44 to 50 years old. All right, let's go to the next one. These are the personally worn white leather boots that Elvis wore on stage and personally. Recognize them? Now, there's a curious thing here about these boots that I'm going to point out, but I discovered a long time ago why. These aren't white boots, but when he wore them on stage, they were white boots. Well, I'm going to put the link in the comment section to Angie, the archives director at Graceland. And she has a video that she did during the pandemic last year of reviewing the jumpsuit, the chain jumpsuit with the boots. And when you look at this jumpsuit, it's actually this color, kind of a cream color. The reason for that is the lighting. When he wore straight white, it made it look bluish. The stage lighting made this color look bright white. Really curious. I never knew that. I know about lighting because of my career, but I never really thought about it that those suits were actually a cream color. Those boots sold for $23,000. Goodbye. I believe they were size 12. That's what Angie said in the video. Item number 6. This is a personal private luncheon with Priscilla Presley that would benefit the Dream Foundation. And it sold for $25,000. Okay, next item. This is the Live a Little, Love a Little Edge of Reality Raw Silk Suit worn by Elvis. And we're going to take a little video of him wearing it.
This is Betty.
Betty, what is your name?
Her name's Bernice.
get out of here if I was you. Alice?
Pretty cool, huh? There it is. Size 42, 32-inch waist. Excellent shape. Excellent shape. In the picture still. Remember. Another shot. And it sold for $45,000. I hope it fits the man. Or lady. Whoever bought it. Next item. This is a jar of Elvis's hair collected over years from a barber. It's nearly a pound worth of hair. Now, he personally bought it in 2002 for over $115,000. Comes with a certificate of authenticity. There's also a few other items, like there's a Elvis Presley Special Deputy badge. The sad thing about it is he only made $58,000. So he took a loss on that hair. I don't know if it's something I would want myself personally, not for $58,000, definitely not for $112,000. But that's what that falls for. Number 3, the blue tuxedo tailcoat worn in Frankie and Johnny.
Broadway, we're coming fast. Now we're gonna see our names and lights at last.
Cool. There's the jump. There it is. That's a size 42 tailcoat. Another picture. There he is wearing it with Donald Douglas. EYELET. Still from the movie. And it sold for $60,000. Now we get to the meat of the auction. The cape for the EYELET jumpsuit. Stage 1. As we mentioned, it was only worn 5 times. There's some close-ups of it. And there it is with the red lining inside. That looked awesome when it was spread out. $300,000 plus 20%. That's another $160,000. Oh, $60,000 on top of that. And now we come to the big one, the Madison Square Garden EYELET jumpsuit. As we've seen Elvis wearing that jumpsuit. Where did I have it earlier? EYELET right there. That jumpsuit right there. Worn it on the cover of the album Prince from Another Planet. $510,000. The person that bought this also bought the cape, which brought the whole jumpsuit together for $810,000 plus the 20%, which put it over $1 million. I think it's $1,010,000, something like that. But it is a record for a jumpsuit, and that is the auction. So I think they made out. GWS definitely made out. But what do you think, Elvis?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. So I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of Elvis news. If you enjoyed it and want notifications from future ones, click subscribe. Get notification. I'm glad you stopped by. If you've been by my page before, my channel before, thank you for coming by. I really enjoyed going over this. So, peace out. TCB.
Western Union. Western Union.
I had a fight with my baby.